Hey y'all, this is Froggy and Friends podcast, podcast put on by frogmansfinds.com, your local toy store that's online, carrying all the cool stuff for the cool kids. We have pre-order, we have in stock, we have pre-owned. Um, yeah, so we do our best to keep up with what's in style. I'm Froggy, these are my friends, Jaden and Tiger. Thank you as always for joining. Um, yeah, on our podcast, we just like to talk about stuff that we've picked up through the week, toy news, stuff that we've been playing or enjoying, just hanging out. So, again, thanks for joining. Yeah, we can start with pickups. I think in our last episode, I had a big box from Hobby Link Japan that I had just gotten in. Through the week, I opened all of them. Yesterday. Yeah, we're recording on Saturday, so yesterday I finally opened Guts, like the Hawk of Light version. All I have here is this cape because I broke it. Um, I thought that this gold piece was like a button pin, and it's not.
Oh no.
So I pulled it apart, so I got to glue it together. Um, Again, the other stuff going in Killua were really cool. Um, I actually like opened Discord on the browser. We can look at each other's pictures and stuff. Um,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, I'll go through my some of my pickups when we go through our pictures. But um, yeah, Tiger, you want to talk about what you got and how Walmart is out in your hood?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, my pickups this week were I got the Walmart exclusive J. Jonah Jameson. Not really like a Marvel Legends person. I'm not even really a shop in person kind of dude either. But we were going to get vaxxed. And Walmart's one of the easiest places for us to do it here. And I was just like, well, we'll go look around Walmart and see what they've got. And they surprisingly had that. They had some Thunderbolt stuff. They had
Mm.
the Rhino, Sandman, some other stuff like that. But it was a pretty small selection. And then in the regular aisles, it's like WWE waves from 2 years ago and
Wow.
MCU figures that have been peg warming forever. And like I went actually to kind of like on the electronics side. Apparently that's where if you're at Walmart, they keep like the nicer figures or like the
Mm.
import style figures, and they had two figure arts. It was the first time I've ever seen figure arts in a Walmart. And they had two of them. One of them was just like the more recent basic Goku, and then the other one
Mm.
was the mini Daima Vegeta,
Mm.
and I was just it was kind of stunning because I've never actually seen figure arts or like imports in a Walmart. So progress, I guess.
That
Yeah.
that Goku actually is pretty sought after in at least in the Facebook groups. I forgot. It's not the lowest point Saiyan. I don't know. There's so many normal Gokus, but yeah, I guess apparently that one's kind of hard to find. So
Really. Yeah, I'd love if they stocked more of that kind of stuff. I'd go hunting more often if they did, but yeah, it's pretty slim pickings around here. Like the nearest Target to me even is like in the next couple cities over or something like that. So even to go check on that, it's a bit of a drive. So I
um,
do a lot of importing and buying from frogmanfinds.com, the best website on the internet. Um, but yeah, this mummy actually goes crazy hard. All the Jada stuff has been, really good. We talk about like how great it is. A little stiff right here, but I had him doing like rider kicks and stuff. He's got like crazy like ankle
Mm.
pivot there. Like he can like hit some stances and stuff. I took a little like kung fu picture of him in our little Discord, and yeah, these Jada Scooby Doo figures are great, and yeah, I'm gonna try to get a hold of that Shaggy too.
After
Very
last
cool.
week's episode and your pictures, that's really making me regret not picking up that mummy.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't think that they would go as hard on the articulation since those characters don't need to do much except for like run away and spook the gang and jump out of
Hmm.
a corner or something. But yeah, they can hit like a full-on run, sprint pose and all that stuff. So yeah, I was really pleased by that. But Jada's, they're always cooking, so I'm not super surprised.
That's wild. Yeah, and our friend Char, frequently mentioned on the pod, yeah, he took a picture that I guess he was able to like take off the bottom half of Shaggy's green shirt, so it looked like this like massive crop top.
Yeah.
But yeah, even the fact that it's like an overlay, over like skin colored underneath that you would never see unless you do something like that, I think is really impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
definitely.
wild. But I definitely, Jaden had mentioned it. I would love to see the mummy with like a. There is actually like a bit of a wash on him. I was packing an order yesterday. Um,
Yeah.
there is like a little bit of a brown wash on him, but I'm kind of curious what it would look like if you like were to accentuate it a little bit more.
Yeah, our buddy Rex, who does a lot of customizing, was saying that he was gonna do like a darker wash on there, and yeah, I think it would look really good with a wash, and then you could put him up against like Indiana Jones or something like that. It'd be pretty
Hmm.
good.
Yeah,
Look good.
that's super cool. I dig it.
That's a good idea.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's it for me this week.
Jaden, updates from the Warhammer Imperium.
That's actually pretty. I haven't gone too crazy on the Warhammer stuff this week. Just I got this guy from the Space Marine game.
Mm,
This is Sergeant Gadriel, I believe. Um, and I gave him a sword, and a little bolter pistol, and I also put on some like um. Did I put any extra purity seals on him? I can't remember. Oh, I did on his little pistol holster here because it didn't come with the empty one. But yeah, just a little bit of light customizing on him. I got some Grey Knights the other week. They come with these like huge banners. Let me see if I have a mess of Joy Toy tags on my desk right now.
nice.
Um, but they come with like here it is, these huge like banners. And
Nice.
on the back of this, before I took it off, there was like uh 5 or 6 of these little purity seals on them, and I was like,
Mm.
well, nobody's going to see the back of it, even if I do display it.
Hmm.
Let me just pull those off and use them for other figures. So I went ahead and put them on some of my Blood Angels, some of the more like regal looking guys, so that they could go off and have the Emperor's blessing on them. But yeah, I just been focusing on customizing over. I think I've got a good collection now. I'm just waiting for your stuff to come in, and then I'll start on my new shelf. But yeah.
Well,
And
the
you got all those. Oh, sorry.
no, yeah, no, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like you have those the bigger purity seals that are on
Oh yeah.
your shelf, which
Um.
was from those custom capes.
No. I just actually found those on Amazon. They're like full. They're actually metal.
Whoa.
Um. But they're supposed to be like lapel pins. Although I don't know how you would fit those on your lapel and have them stay up because again they're completely die cast. Very heavy, but they have these huge ass stickers that you could just put on the back, and I just put them against the wall so that my shelf would have the Emperor's blessing.
Nice.
So yeah, and yeah, I mean, so I guess not from those, but you did also get that big haul of custom cloth goods, yeah, this week.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. Let me. Lionel Johnson's probably the closest one to me. These capes are kind of insane. So this is the lion. He's got 2 layers of cloth capes on the outside here, both wired, and the inner cape has like these designs with a tiny little Dark Angel seal
Wild.
painted on there. and
So
then
much detail.
go around the back. Like you can see, all this stuff is like it's like a little rubber thing, or like some sort of latex or something that's on there that also has the Archangel's seal on there. And then these little, like, you can feel the raised studs across here as if it were like metal or something. All this is wired too. And then he's even got like a lion's pelt on his back, which is also wired. So you
Wow.
can pick that up however you want. And it's got a little plastic paw on there too.
Wow.
Dude,
Those are really
It's
nice.
crazy the amount of detail that these have. Shout out to Max Bird. That's the store that I found out. It's also I found out about it through D Amazing. He had a video on one of his Joy Toys getting a Max Bird cape, and I was just like, these are incredible. They're a really good price. Only thing is they ship from China, so like it's gonna take a while. Maybe it's gonna be subject to import taxes. Who knows? Mine were not, luckily. So,
Oh wow. Yeah, this person has some really nice stuff on here.
oh
wow.
yeah, and
I
pretty good prices too. Like you see people like GPS lot on eBay, stuff like that, where it's very good quality, but it's like $30, which I think is still worth it. But these are like
Yeah, more
uh,
affordable for sure.
2/3 to even half off the price, and
yeah.
I'm seeing even nicer quality. Like I don't think these are going to degrade at all. They're very like thick, as you can see. Like
Wow.
on the outside of this, it's green. On the inside,
Wow.
it's like a tannish color. Like very well sewn, very well. Uh, no, it's not too thick. It's not too thin. It feels perfect. I don't. I can't praise it enough.
Dude, this is
Yeah.
this is an entire cloth
Yeah,
costume
for only
for
$30.
like, dude, this goes so hard.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
amazing value for all that.
I if I can get this the wolf mechanic girl, totally want to get this like cowgirl set. I think that's really fun. Um,
Yeah, I just got shipping confirmation on her.
oh nice. But yeah,
Yeah,
like
took forever from 5K, but finally got it.
yeah, it's been a long time for sure. Man, I'm like seriously, every time that we do this podcast, I'm like, I want to go spend money now. But yeah, 15
And
bucks for this like crazy,
yep.
wild,
Yeah,
wild,
that's
wild.
fantastic.
And if you collect Joy Toy, it's one of the only places that I've seen that does the Warhammer cloth goods. So there's lots of places out there doing Marvel Legends. I'm sure you can find a faster, cheaper price out there somewhere. But in terms of Warhammer or like some of the Spawn stuff, you could probably find cheaper elsewhere if you wanted to. But uh, yeah, Joy Toy, Amazing Yamaguchi, like a lot of these more obscure lines, I guess. They're making capes for, and it looks real fantastic.
Did you get stuff for Rogel Dorn?
Yeah, he's a little in the back there though. I
That's
hesitate to
fair.
like take him off the shelf. That is the one that D Amazing's got a great video on that though. That's the one that he got, and it's got all sorts of detail on the cape, front and back.
That's like it looks so kick-ass, and especially because
Oh yeah.
Rogel Dorn is like such an asshole. Like I feel like it really this like flowing like regal cape like totally works.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna keep this tab open. Yeah, this is like they got stuff for Mythic Legions. Oh, the Diamond Select, but I'm sure you could. I mean, I think the Figuarts comes with cloth goods already, but yeah, I can go down, could
Yep.
go deep down this hole.
It's an impressive selection.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm definitely gonna add that to my bookmarks.
Yeah. Man, I just can't like they
Yeah,
make
it's like
stuff
the
for so many different things.
yeah, they
Like,
got
Yeah, again,
Figma, they've got Storm, they've got a bunch of stuff on here.
yeah,
a lot of the more obscure lines that you just can't find, I have found on this website, and I'm just like, it's
jeez.
it's perfect. Like,
Oh, even for this guy. Yeah, like um even for this like Animal Warriors of the
yeah,
Kingdom.
the Animal Warriors. We were just talking about that last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um if you don't know, Mrs. Frog is she's pregnant with our third kid. Um but before I found out she was pregnant, we were like starting to talk like, oh, because my she we grew up in like a seamstress kind of like shop. That was her mom's career. So she's pretty good with like sewing and all that stuff. Like, oh, maybe we could start putting some stuff up on our website. But yeah, like it pales in comparison to all this stuff, which I mean, is fine, but it's just like it's just really impressive what people are doing out there. I'm
Yeah.
And
so in awe.
I hate to keep like hyping this guy up. Like, I hardly ever am this hype about like anything, any one particular product, but like, uh, the Sanguinius one, it came with these like
Hmm.
shoulder pieces because he's got like a giant circular like imprint on both of his shoulder pieces, and they're like, well, we'll just make a 3D printed thing that fits right in there,
It's,
and it's got like gold wings and a red teardrop, and it's so perfect. Like, the amount of detail that goes into all of those is
yeah, I'm
really
super,
amazing.
super impressed. Super impressed. Wowzers, wowzers. Okay, I'm gonna spend the rest of the time just
Yeah,
browsing around.
we gotta. The only other pickup that I got is this guy right here.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
the
One of my
let's see if
favorite one.
can we get her in focus here. There we go.
Hmm.
Gwenum or um, Ghost Spider
Hmm.
figure. I have the Mess Toys little web effect on her because the webs that she comes with are uh they're like translucent pink, and I'm like, I don't think that was ever in any of their comics. So
Hmm.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. That was a weird inclusion, but they don't look bad. It's just I would prefer the white on her just because that's the more like classic look. And that also means that you will use the original Amazing Yamaguchi Gwen's um, web effects. She'll also
Mm,
use, the 2.0, even the Iron Spider web effects.
mm. Nice. Yeah, I think the only time her webs are pink is in the Spidey and Friends TV show for kids.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, no, I didn't even know that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Spidey's is white like normal, and then Miles, I think his webs are red, and then hers are pink to,
Okay.
merchandising and all that stuff. Man, is her tongue isn't articulated, is it?
Yeah, so she comes with a bunch of like little tongue effects, and they're all on Revo joints, so you can turn
Okay.
them around, twirl them. She's got also a big rubbery piece that's supposed to like wrap around her legs.
Mm,
Um, and let me see if I have that right here. Whereas all the other sort of tongue pieces are very hard plastic.
mm.
Um, this one, which of course is all the way at the bottom of the bag, is like
Oh
very
yeah,
rubbery, and you can wrap it around whatever like limb that you want it to be sort of wrapped around. Like she's just hanging out. She's not like using it aggressively or anything.
that's cool.
Yeah. It's
Um,
a really cool
Yeah.
looking figure.
like hand feel articulation, like what would you say she's similar to in terms of another Yamaguchi?
I would say that she's very similar to Catwoman.
Mm,
I'd say the thing is you can very easily get her neck to look a little too long,
hmm
like that. Um, but also it has like two pieces on her um hood. I don't know if you can see that, but they sort of get out of the way and into the way so that you can angle her head a little bit more without it looking long.
Okay.
So it's very hard to describe, but there's this piece of the hood
hmm
sort of extends up and down, and then you can sort of tuck that into the hood,
Yeah, that
and it
makes
looks
sense.
very normal.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like any Yamaguchi, right? Like you just gotta you gotta position it in a way where it doesn't look weird.
Yeah, and I mean, I think otherwise she's very, very like uh standard, I guess, with the new type of articulation. Again, Catwoman is a great example. Um, she's got the single jointed knees, but obviously they can
Yeah.
go incredibly far. Um, yeah, basically everything that you want on the figure in terms of articulation. Probably one of the best female articulated figures there are. Period.
Sweet.
Maybe someday I'll get mine from Japan out of my private warehouse.
That is one thing because I got charged. We should mention this. I got this from Hobby Genki, and as we were talking about last week, or maybe the week before, I can't remember. DHL has sort of stopped their service, or at least announced that they're going to stop their service to the United States, and I had previously chosen when I pre-ordered her, like a year ago. I had chosen DHL as the shipping service. So it was like $20 shipping at the time. I paid it right up front, and then when she came in, DHL was like, "Hey, we gotta pay duties on this figure. We're just passing the charges on to you. It's an extra $30." Essentially, I had to pay $50 shipping for this.
Sucks.
Yeah,
Damn. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's absurd.
it's yeah,
Uh, I guess I'm just gonna have a lot of stuff sit in my warehouse until you know, it changes or something. They bring the de minimis back or whatever it's called.
hmm
'Cause it's just crushing the small importer, like the people that aren't, getting big bulk stuff over there so they can kind of get around some of that awful shipping. Like, yeah, it's a bummer.
yeah.
Seriously.
I think I think the last figure I've got coming from Japan, fucking last chopper out of Vietnam, is Figma Ganon. Uh, I really like those Tears of the Kingdom um, Figma figures, even though I've got my own issues with Figma or whatever. Um, I really like that Link, even though he's like really tall. People complain
hmm
about him being like kind of big, but I like the way that he looks, and he comes with a shitload of really cool accessories. So
For sure.
I'm looking forward to that Ganon.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to you getting it. I haven't really heard much like in hand impressions from it, so I'm really curious to hear more.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I pulled up Jaden's picture
Oh
that they
yeah,
took of Spider-Gwen, which I think is fantastic. Not to butter them
well,
up,
thank you.
but um, yeah, I think it looks great. But yeah, this was my guts that I got. Yeah, any pictures without the cape is because it's after I broke it. So that's why he doesn't have the cape in the pictures. But yeah, he's cool. He's a little bit fiddly. And I don't really like the what do you call it? It's kind of like a very like minimalistic sword sheath on his back.
Yeah,
Um, I think depending on how he's angled, it kind of looks like a an old banana like hanging out behind him. So
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
I
kind of a
see what
strange
you're
one.
talking about. All right.
like here too, like it's like what's that between his legs? Like
Yeah, it's
uh
like a weird leather sling for his big ass sword.
yeah, which like when the sword is in it, like it looks really cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I want to try to figure out something so that it doesn't look like a rotten banana behind him. I did use my dumpster and I made a dumpster fire, which is fun. Um, yeah, but this is one I wanted to talk about, and then Godzilla. But this is the Ultraman Belial Heal Darkness version, I think. Oh, with Hayato Shimo that I got as well, which is great. She's like, yeah, the details and stuff on her is really, really impressive. But this Ultraman is really fun. I do have them in stock. I bought two. I kept one for myself. This is the other one. Um, but yeah, he's really, really cool. He has great articulation, way better than the Figuarts Ultraman Omega from the current season. That guy has like no
Hmm.
articulation in his torso. I actually like took them all apart. I put all the pieces in boiling water, and then I tried like shaving it down with a hobby knife, and like it did nothing. Um, did not improve the articulation at all. But highly recommend this guy. Um, and then yeah, the boys together. Tiger's great. Picture on the mummy. Yeah, I feel like you could throw like just a ton of accessories at him, and like really it sets a cool scene.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I got this Godzilla, which I mentioned last week. Monster Arts 2004, like Monst Final War or Monster Wars Godzilla. He also looks really gorgeous, but this guy freaking falls apart in your hands. And it's so
Yeah. Yeah.
frustrating. Um,
Just tough to pose because when you start moving around, he just comes apart a little.
yeah, so like um this kind of like so his jaw, it should open like this, but the lower part of the jaw goes this way too. So you can like make him look
Mm.
like he's like, like a crazy like side bite. Yeah. Head pops off really easy, and then this like the first layer of the neck will pop off with it. The hands pop off super easy. The whole torso will just pop off depending on how you move it. Um,
Wow.
the feet will pop off, and then I don't think I have a full picture here, but there's like a the whole tail is like maybe I don't know 20 articulated pieces, which is really cool. So you can really move the tail however you want, but the end pieces will pop off also, and that's like very little. Um, it's super easy to lose, which is also really annoying. Um, so all that to say, I'm very eager to get more of the highest stuff, because no. Yeah, Shimo is like really sturdy, really, really sturdy. I think you can kind of tell like there's like a sheen and also like a pearlescent to like her scales, I guess. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, which I think I mentioned last week, Sir Dork said like she's so much better. The higher version is so much better than the Monster Arts because the Monster Arts version of her is also super fragile. So yeah,
And it's the price point too, right? It's like
yeah,
50, $60 rather than 200.
yep. Um,
That's crazy.
that Godzilla. Um, I think he's like 80 in Japan. So over here, depending on where you get it from, it's over 100. That Shimo, yeah, is $60 from Haya, but it was like 250 from Monster Arts. Yeah, so
They're
it's
gonna put
wild.
that line out of business.
Seriously, man, like these newer toy lines, Jada coming in, Hi Toys. We'll talk about Blockies. Like these new toy lines, like I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I think with Jada, I have a lot of respect for June, their main designer guy. I think he brings in a lot of that innovation. But like Haya or Blockies, I don't know what they're doing to keep it so cheap and make them so great, but they're doing something.
Yeah, some sort of dark magic or something.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. But yeah, I mean, in terms of toy news and store news, we're getting a ton of stuff in stock this week. It's like every week there's like at least like thousands of dollars worth of stuff that's coming in, which is scary. We're getting the Captain America Venom 2-pack from Marvel vs. Capcom. D Amazing actually just put up a video review of them today. Um, that Venom photographs super, super, super well. Um, we're getting these kind of like candy colored Dinobots in. There's only a couple people that ordered them, but I ordered it because I thought it was cool. All of these Transformers except for this guy, I think is coming in. This guy's coming in. The Silver Samurai Wolverine 2-pack is coming in. Um, and then Dash Rendar on Solo. We have our Chewbacca in, but he's sold out. Yeah, there's a lot. I think it's gonna be like 6 or 7 really big boxes that are coming in the next couple of days. Um, yeah, which is stressful. But we have, I think, 2 of these that are left. I think both of these look really great. I have like a fondness for Silver Samurai from growing up. But yeah, this 2-pack looks really, really good. I'll try to maybe pull up the Amazing's video in a little bit. We also got this guy in, the Jedi Temple Guard, and her and him. Um, do I not even have? We got the Knight, Knight Trooper. I don't remember his name. He's a zombie, um, Black Series. This guy. He looks really good in person. Um, and I need to update the website, but the golds are very, they stand out, they're very shiny. And then the face sculpt underneath this helmet is like super detailed, not as much as it looks in that picture. Um, so I think it'll be really fun to photograph.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, in terms of like toy news this week, there wasn't a whole lot. People were really stoked for this Galactus. Um, did you order one, Tiger?
No, no. I heard a bunch of people were pretty pleased about it being a much more affordable than some of the other stuff as far as Galactus goes.
Yeah. He's
$20.
like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good price for a pretty big figure. I heard a lot of people saying they want to like give it like washes and like a matte spray or something like that to make it look a little better, but most people, I mean, I think they sold out like super fast.
hmm Yeah, it's 14 inches. I've seen it. I think it was on Reddit. I saw pictures of it with Marvel Legends, and then I mean, obviously with like 3/4 scale or 3 and 3/4, whatever. Looks even better. But yeah, with the 6.5 inch Marvel Legends, he looks good too. Um, yeah, and I know a lot of people are like really eager, like you said, Tiger, to customize him, and I think it'll look really, really good. But yeah, I mean, the stuff that I'm really excited for is the Blocky stuff. This Miku, I actually ordered her a while ago, but I just put her up on the website this week. Um, she comes with a
Just that.
lot.
I need one of her.
Yeah, I might order her another case, just because yeah, I know Tiger missed out on her too. Um, But then there's like this version where there's kind of like a cooler electric guitar. She has this like retro style microphone. Her hair is different. Her faces are different. But what's really cool, think I don't know if you can see it in this any of these ones. This like her faces here are like much more like cheery, while the yellow one is like her being like a badass rock star. But I think yeah, you can see it in this one. I think all three versions of Miku come with this, but it's there's three blank faces, and then they give you a sticker sheet with different eyes, so you can customize it however you want.
That's dope.
Um, yeah, but it says that she's basically a little bit under 6 inches tall, which is fine for Miku. Um, yeah, as you see, like each of the three releases comes with their own unique accessories, and a ton of them. I love that this Sakura one comes with like a bird that's like perched on her hand, and then she can sit on the
Oh,
Sakura
that's
tree.
awesome.
Yeah. And then she comes with like a whole picnic set, which includes her phone and a camera. Um,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I might have to get that one too, honestly.
it's like I feel like just for all that set of accessories, $35, and then you also get like a great Miku figure that has a ton of faces and whatever. Like I think it's great. I could see myself using these accessories like a ton. So yeah, I mean, like Blockies, they're just like yeah, again, they're just another company that is like killing it. And yeah, I mean to like kind of part the veil a little bit. Um, I think Big Bad has each of these Miku Blockies up for $50, which if you didn't know, you're like, oh, it's like fairly good value compared to like a Figuarts. I put them up for 35 because my wholesale is under 20 per figure, which is like I think it's depending on how many I get, it's like 19 or $18 per figure. And so I was like, you know what, I don't have to charge $50 for this. Like I can offer it cheaper for the for our friends, for the customers. Um, but yeah, comparatively, like a Marvel Legends is if I order like 4 or 5 boxes, then each figure comes down to $20 for a $25 figure.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, that's nice.
so yeah, with Marvel Legends, anything Hasbro, like the margins are like basically nothing after shipping. But for Blockies, like they're very generous margins for really great figures, which yeah, again, because of like all the stuff it comes with, this Megatron is I don't think it says his scale, but I think he's
What are you holding?
7. I don't know, yeah, I don't know who this guy is.
Little gremlin there.
Yeah, like a little like lightning techno gremlin.
Yeah.
Um, but I think their action edition blockies for the Transformers are like 7 inches, maybe 7.5. But he comes with a freaking
Mm.
chair. He comes with his gremlin. He comes with the camera, which is also a transformer. Like it doesn't transform, but I know it's
That's
supposed to
awesome.
be a transformer, this
Yeah.
whatever dude, and all these weapons. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a
Um,
great value.
yeah,
That's
and
incredible.
I ordered um couple cases of this. This is kind of what like got them on the map. They're like blind boxes for Transformers, but yeah, like all the stuff that comes in this one, they're really cool. They're very innovative compared to kind of those first couple waves. They have the freaking big Unicron head. I think it's like the chase, or maybe the half dead Optimus is the chase, but either way,
Mm.
super cool. These little tiny guys, the wholesale is like $1 per figure. Um, and so I've kind of solicited a case to a couple of people. A case is like $30. Um, they're little
Yeah, those
tiny
are cool.
dudes. He's translucent. This car, two cars, like a plane. Like again, I think it's just like it's baffling to me. I also ordered both of these Evangelion
Oh,
figures.
I forgot about those. Yeah.
They're also
Those Evas
super.
are like it feels like a couple of companies now are doing Evas, right? Because
Hmm.
either Kyoto or Amazing Yamaguchi, I can't remember whether
Hmm.
specifically under the Amazing Yamaguchi license or not, but they're also doing one, and then Blokees announced they're doing one, and it's cool to see. I think also 30 is doing one. I want to say,
Yeah,
Yes,
could be.
I think they're doing the 1/6 scale.
yeah, yeah. Which I
And
mean is cool anyways for it's an Eva. It's supposed to be huge. So
yeah, so these ones are 6.5. So they're normal. It's as if they were a normal 12-inch or 1/12 scale figure, but dude, like
which would work
comes
with
with
like the Hayatoys
yeah,
Godzilla and stuff.
totally the Ultraman stuff. So it comes with like the restraints. It
Yeah.
comes with ruined buildings, all
Oh,
these
that's
different
amazing.
weapons. Um, and that yeah, it's like it's so cool. And they're like they
Yeah, it's
articulate really well too. Um,
Yeah, those are really, really rad. I'm definitely gonna try to grab these two.
yeah, I
Um,
haven't put them up on the website yet. I forgot. This is I think Shinji's Eva. But yeah, like some of the same kind of weapons, but some different like
buildings are
fluorescent
crazy.
material.
That's oh, that's amazing. What?
it's
Yeah.
so good.
Um, dude, the back, yeah, I saw that the other one has it too, but like the back opens, you put that stuff in, like these are
Yeah.
import style joints.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I
You
just
can put some of this stuff right up against Figma, and it easily clears,
absolutely like it's
especially at the
insane.
price point. Because yeah, you can get some of these specialty Miku like Figma ones, but they're so much more expensive. They don't really come with as much, and yeah, I mean, as far as how they look and function, like you're just paying a lot for not much. Why not
Mhm.
pay a lot less for a Blokees and still have pretty much a great looking figure that you can pose and has lots of accessories. Like it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I feel like it's like it really blows me away. I feel like at least the figure arts like I know that they used to be more affordable. Like I feel like these import companies got like high on their own supply and like like we're offering these accessories and whatever and it's premium articulation, $100. But then yeah, these like Hong Kong Chinese companies are like, no, no, like we're gonna come in at like, $40. It's
It's
just, yeah, it's
amazing.
something else. Yeah, wildly impressed with them. So, yeah, I mean, all the stuff that we looked at just now is supposed to come either this month or next month. So it's um, they've they're not the best on hitting their ETAs. It kind of sometimes will get pushed back maybe a month or two, but um, yeah, I'm really excited for all that stuff to come in.
Yeah, I ordered the Lucario and Greninja from
Oh
the
yeah.
latest Pokemon wave, so those will be the first ones I'm getting. And then, yeah, you've got them on the screen right there, those prototypes for Marvel Rivals.
Hmm.
Mhm. Scale feels a bit weird,
Yeah.
because like when they're all together and that line and like Penny's the same size as Rocket, yeah, look at that.
Like, why is Rocket
It's a
so
little,
big?
it's a little wonky there, but they look cool, and I'm sure they articulate incredibly well too, because they
Hmm.
look like they've got all the like at least Mayfax style joints that are gonna hit. Looks like they're gonna hit any pose that you put them in, but I guess we'll see for sure.
Yeah, this
Yeah, I
Venom,
like the way
the
those move.
articulation looks really good. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then SPDR, forget, but yeah, Penny's mech,
Yeah,
like
Spider.
that articulation, I think is gonna go hard too. Just the whole kind of
Yeah.
like robotic look,
Yeah, they're dope.
wild. Yeah, and then you got NECA, which is cool. But anyways, I think that's kind of the toy news stuff that I want to talk about for this week. Um, there's this Goku which is gonna be Tamashii store exclusive. I want to eat his pants so bad.
It's like forbidden candy.
It does, yeah, it does look like a fruit roll up. I
Yeah,
I'd be
it
with you there.
yeah, it does look very yummy. Um, yeah, and then Todd's doing some, I think, pretty cool stuff. But anyways, that's all the toy stuff. I want to hear about I want to hear about Space Marine 2 because I know that you guys have been playing it a lot together.
It's such like you can play it as just the game, which is incredibly fun. It's so fun to just go in, kill a bunch of space bugs, space sorcerers that are just made of space dust. Like it's really cool visually. It's cool from a gameplay sense. It's very uh has that Warhammer feel, like you're in just like an endless war, you know?
Mm,
But also there is that lore aspect, and you can customize your character either, to whatever you want, or like if you can get really in depth with the lore. And like there's not a specific offering for Death Company Marines, but you can make them. And I made my like character a Death Company Marine. I I love that I am able to do that, and like feel like I'm just especially because the classes too go so hard, and like I have this class that just is all about launching yourself into the enemy and just slamming down and just wreaking havoc on everything close to you, which
Hmm.
just feels like the Death Company sort
mm,
of vibe, where you just getting up close and personal with a sword and a little mini Melta, and like
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of times, I'll be running out onto the field, like towards some enemies, and I'll just see Jaden like, like just fly over all of us and crash into them, and he's like, they just obliterate everybody in like a superhero style landing, with a weapon, and then I'm like, well, that takes care of most of the work for me. But yeah, I'm playing the character that's got like a shield, so I can
mm,
shield bash people away from me, and like the more that you block with it, the more your shield bash will do. So a lot of times Jaden will fly in, and I'll come be the backup and help clean stuff up, and yeah, it's been really fun. We completed the campaign, the main story, where you play as like the characters, like the one that Jaden showed earlier that he bought. Um, and then when you get to the post game stuff, you can design your own armor and customization, like
mm.
Jaden was also talking about. And so that's when you start like kind of grinding on these different operations or wave-based levels and get more gear and try it on harder difficulties, see how hard you can do it. And yeah, it's just been a blast. I had played the first one, but this one is like way more in depth as far as like you can get perks and kind of small upgrades to your weapons and stuff. So it becomes very customizable and fun to mess with all the little trinkets and pieces that you get.
Man, that sounds super
Yeah,
cool.
very fun.
Is it the Tyranids, are they the main like enemy type or are there other factions that you're fighting against?
There's
So
other.
for like a good first third of the game, the only enemy you see are the Tyranids. For anybody who doesn't know, these are Tyranids. They're giant space bugs with swords and bone arms and uh, all sorts of crazy stuff. Spit goo that damages your armor. It's a whole like, and they feel very unique too. They have their own unique bosses, all sorts of stuff like that. And then like you get through the next third of the game, and it's the Chaos Marines, so the Thousand Suns,
Mm,
who are corrupted space marines just like you, but they got corrupted by the warp and the chaos demon gods, specifically Zinch. And they're all like they've been corrupted so much that some of them are going through the flesh change. So you got
Mm.
these guys with like crazy flesh limbs, all sorts of stuff all over. They're like just bum rushing you. And then you have regular Space Marine looking guys, but when you kill them, they turn into space dust. And you got these like crazy sorcerer enemies that are like
Mm.
casting magical spells on you and stuff like that. It's it all feels very unique in that regard. And were there any other enemy types besides those two, actually?
I think those are the two main factions represented as far as enemies go, unless
Yeah.
there's different ones in like some of the post game or PvP stuff. But yeah, I think that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Are you like fighting in the warp, or are you on like one of the planets in the galaxy?
You
So,
bounce
for the
between
most
three
part,
different planets.
Mm.
yeah. So you're on planets for the most part. There is like one mission that we were playing where we did like go into the warp and we had to kill this specific sorcerer, but I think that's the only time you really enter.
I, yeah, I want to try it. Those yeah, those like really ultra violent games though. It's like hard to find time to play it where my son is not going to be like, "What are you doing? Whoa, what's that? Whoa, why the arms coming off?"
Like took his arm and shoved it up his asshole, Dad. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
he'd be into it, but yeah,
Not quite yet.
not quite yet. Um,
There's plenty of time for that stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. I was playing freaking Mortal Kombat, like I don't know, probably his age, around like 7 or 8, and I was like, "Whoa, you just pulled his spine out of his back!" Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a different time. Um, but yeah, I want to talk about Silk Song and Hollow Knight, which is something that me and Tiger are playing right now. Hollow Knight's like one of my all-time favorite games, and I just got started on Silk Song, maybe like an hour in. Did you get past the Mantis Trio yet?
No, not yet. So my little backstory with it is I had started Hollow Knight a long time ago, got to the Mantis Council, which is three bosses that you have to fight simultaneously. Um, and I just was getting my ass whipped back and forth. And so I bounced
Yeah.
off of it. I didn't get back to it. But now that Silk Song's come out, I have started my game back up, and I am now back to these motherfuckers. And yeah, they attack you in unison. They
Yep.
they try to make you they fool you by making one of them look vulnerable, and when you go to hit that one, the other one teleports in and kicks you in the throat, and it's just it's brutal. But I think I'll be able to get past it this time. I'm a better gamer in general, and just having a better idea of like what to do now.
I do
But
think
I'm
it's a
excited to get to
place.
Silk Song, but
Yeah.
I do want to get through this first.
I do think it seems like they're a place that a lot of people get stuck, so it's fair.
Yeah, I think they're one of the hardest bosses in the game,
Yeah.
but also an insane price point. Like,
Yeah.
Silk Song is a pretty large game from what I hear, and $20 off the bat, like, is amazing. Like, for so much good art and music and gameplay
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff, like, really, really easy choice to support that team.
Totally. Yeah, my mom is visiting. My mom in her 70s. But when she was she said when she was driving this week, NPR was talking about it, that NPR said this big phenomenon that, this small team out of, a European country released this game, $20, shuts down the PlayStation Store, Steam, and the Nintendo eShop.
Yeah. Yeah, that was wild.
So it's crazy. It's like such a big thing, obviously, that it can shut down those things. But even, for my mom to hear about it, like, oh, you get that new game from that one European company? Like, yeah, I'm playing it right now. So it's really wild. And yeah, they totally could have charged like 60, $70 for it. People absolutely would have paid it. But yeah, $20. So it's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's what I love about indie games is a lot of those devs are just in it for the love of it, like they just want to put out really good, really fun games and, want to be able to make sure they're playable for a wide range of people.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think I was playing Hollow Knight in 2019, I think. But it's been a while since Hollow Knight came out, and people were like, I think Silksong was going to be an expansion first, and then they made it its standalone. But long time people have been asking for Silksong, like, you have any updates? Like, can we get, where you're at? And they're like, we're working on it. Like, don't worry about it. And they took the time, and then when they announced it, they're like, yeah, it's coming out in 2 weeks. Like, um,
Yeah, it really
yeah,
paid off.
I love, like you're saying, like these indie developers just like kind of go against the grain of like, we need to churn this out by a certain amount of time. We've got to build the hype, and they're just like, we're working on it. Like, let us do our thing. It'll be ready when it's ready.
Yeah, it's like the team that makes Hades, Super Giant
Mm,
Games. Like they're the same way. It's all handcrafted. It's all, it's done when it's done. Don't rush it. Like really, really appreciate that kind of stuff in an industry that like can barely support these huge inflated 60, 70, $80 games, that have massive, massive budgets and take forever to develop.
I think that is totally reflected also in the kind of movies that are coming out. That something that Jade and I enjoy. Watcher Entertainment. They have like
Mhm.
their podcast, but they were saying on their podcast it's the year of the movie. Like, there's a lot of good movies that came out this year. Um, but you look at like Electric State, where Netflix threw like a record-breaking amount of money to that film,
Mhm.
and it like shit the bed. Nobody watched it.
Fart in the
Um,
wind. Everybody has already forgotten about it.
yeah, but
I've never
K-pop
even heard
Demon
about
Hunt,
it.
it's like, yeah, I don't know. I think there was a ton of CGI and stuff. It had Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt. Spent a
Yeah,
ton of
Yeah,
money on it. Yeah, but
total flop.
yeah, and then K-pop Demon Hunter, like Sony made it. They didn't even have enough confidence to put it out. They sold it to Netflix. So, the most watched thing on Netflix of all time with a fraction of the budget
Yeah.
for Electric State. Weapons, um, Sinners, like there's a ton of like really great horror movies that came out this year, like on a shoestring budget compared to again, like, Superman was great. I think all three of us love Superman. Um, Fantastic Four, like, all these big tentpole movies, like they spend a ton of money and they're barely breaking even, whereas these horror films are, you know, they just tell a good story, make a good movie, and I think the box office or their returns kind of reflect that. So it's, yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, I think the further into late stage capitalism we get, the more like indie stuff is gonna like pop back up and become more popular again. Um, because yeah, people they can read fake from like a mile away. If it's corporate, they can smell that stink on it. Like
Hmm.
it's real easy to just be like this is a turd they just pushed out or whatever. Compared to like a real passion project where it's like, oh, this person had like a vision and like their an actual idea before they went into production and stuff,
Hmm.
instead of just being handed like $100 million keys to the castle or whatever. Just, oh, try to make something that's cool or whatever. Like, make it with these guidelines. So yeah, I think that handcrafted feel when everything is going towards AI slop, lazy shortcuts,
Hmm.
that handcrafted thing is going to be really, really important. I saw some people get mad at Guillermo del Toro recently because he said that he doesn't want to really use digital art as much anymore, CGI, stuff like that. But I think he was really just trying to say he wants to like handcraft stuff. He wants like
Hmm.
builders. He wants architects on set, so they're making sets, and he's someone who's had to rely a lot on CGI for like the Hellboy movies and stuff like that. So I don't think he's like disparaging those at all. It's just like at this point in his career, he just wants to like build stuff and make it feel real and cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And we were just
was.
talking just yesterday about how like even in commercials, we have nostalgia for commercials that had that
Mm,
same vibe. Like local TV commercials from our childhood where like just a regular guy could pay like, couple $100 just for ad space on anything, any local news channel or local anything
mhm,
channel, really, network. Uh
Yeah, public
and
access.
it like even on network television, like just getting an ad out there and just making it pretty much whatever you want as long as it's like, safe for network television. Um and yet now it's just all multi-billion dollar companies fighting for 30 seconds of ad space and willing to pay millions of dollars for that.
mhm,
And it's just forced out those little guys, and we now have this sort of weird, and I guess this goes also into like the new like Gen Z media heads like on TikTok and stuff who are just like it's almost genius the way they're doing these media campaigns. Like the Nutter Butter guy
mhm.
is ridiculous. Like it just feels it's crazy and
Yeah,
it's incomprehensible. But like
yeah,
it feels very genuine, you know? Like
yeah.
it's just it's real because it's a person doing it and like just for the passion of creating this weird
Mhm.
hellscape that is the
Yeah.
Nutter Butter TikTok. But like it works and it's because I think we have this nostalgia for things that are just genuine and
Mhm.
yeah,
I feel like
we have
that
to.
it like I don't think we've talked about it in a while, but um I don't know, a while back Jaden and I were like kind of going down the analog horror um rabbit hole on like YouTube and stuff, and I think that kind of like touches on it too, like kind of back, back in that time of like analog stuff, like you would watch stuff and like, is this real? This seems real, but like it was a lot harder to fake those things. Like anything I see on the internet now, I assume is fake.
Yeah,
Which is why Jaden and I really like Watcher, Ghost Files, Ryan and Shane. Like they'll tell you we're not gonna fake it. So if it's a boring episode, it's a boring episode, and like the two of us, we're just gonna goof around. But we're not
yeah,
going to put out anything fake for you. But anything else I watch, any other person that I watch that's like making like the mysterious whatever, like I just assume it's fake. But when you have that, like, I think that analog feel is like it was way harder to fake things back then. It felt much more genuine, and out of that, that realism, you're able to tap into kind of like a different type of horror, I think, which is cool.
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely. A lot of those mainstream people ended up going like the Zach Baggins route, where you like walk around a dark house and you're like, "Demon, I'm yelling at you. Leave
Yeah.
this home right now." Just like so serious and like up its own ass. Like it's
Yeah.
so goofy and hard to like get into because it's like you're taking this too seriously, dude. Like
Mhm.
it's not fun for me anymore.
Yeah. Again, like that kind of that authenticity that is missing, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's definitely going to be coming back in a big way.
oh yeah. I think people are seeing it. I mean, even with what we're talking about with toys, like these smaller companies are really pushing, the boundary forward, and these small filmmakers making passion projects and all that stuff. Like even Kane Pixels, the guy that created the Backrooms, like this whole like the liminal space horror, like basically brought that to the forefront. Now he's able to make his own movie. I guess we'll see how that goes. But yeah, like these people that are just making stuff, and you can really see their heart behind it.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. I wanted to just touch on it, just even just for us. Who cares about the audience? But I was chatting to you guys about Barbarians. Like that movie is freaking crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
it's such a one-two punch. Like it leads you by the nose in one direction. You think from the beginning like, "Oh, this is
yeah.
gonna go exactly how I think it's gonna go," and then they just like totally rip the rug out from under you and it's like, "No, this is a completely different movie."
which I like is so. I think on paper it's like that whole idea of like subverting expectations. Like so many different people try to do that, but this movie exactly like it's like, boom, like, sets you up to get like a jab in your face, and then like haymakers you with like, oh, this is what the movie's about.
Yep.
Yeah, like no, it's not this type of horror. It's actually that type of horror. It's really good. I'm super hyped to see Weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I've heard it's really good.
man. And that reminds me even too, like 28 Days Later was like a passion project. When you watch it, it's like super lo-fi. And then they're able to
Yeah,
come back and they made 28 years later, which I still want to see, but I've heard, it's really great. They're still able to kind of capture that.
I
But
liked it a
again,
lot.
yeah, there's, able to kind of keep the spirit of it. So, man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Totally can look out to like that late stage capitalism and be like, man, everything sucks. But people are still making really cool stuff. And I think that's nice. It's like encouraging.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, maybe one day we'll have to have an episode just talking about shows and movies and stuff.
Okay.
We're already over
Reminds me, I gotta
time.
watch the new
Oh
episode
yeah.
of Peacemaker, but yeah.
Oh, I haven't started that at all yet, but James Gunn is also one of those guys that he's like totally in the mainstream, but is still able to like all of his stuff. Like he has a very like there's a through line of like the kind of his personality, his heart through all of his projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him
Yeah. It's
and
been really
Denis
fun.
Villeneuve, I feel like are very like somehow they've done amazing work in the full mainstream setting.
There was, I think it's Weapons that people were comparing to Prisoners by
Really.
Villanueva. Yeah. Um, so
I
yeah,
really
that
love that
reminded
movie,
me.
so that's high
Yeah, it's
praise.
one of my favorite movies.
Prisoners is like so intense.
It's so good. It's you oh God, you need a break after you watch it because you're just like so emotionally drained.
Yep.
It's a lot.
It's crazy.
Another one of those movies you're like, what is this about? And you're like, oh, okay, it's about this. Like, oh,
Once it hits you, it's just like bam, like oh my God.
we're going off
Okay,
the
like
deep end.
yeah,
Yep.
I
Yeah, it's nuts. But yeah, we're over time, but we could talk, I think we could talk a whole hour just about this kind of stuff. So we'll have to
yeah.
do that in the
Definitely.
future.
All right.
Yeah, that'll do us. That'll do it for us. We'll be back next week. There's gonna be a Marvel Legends stream on Tuesday. They're gonna announce a lot of stuff that's gonna go up for pre-order this month. A lot of stuff that's gonna be pretty cool. I think people are gonna be pretty excited about a lot of it. Yeah, so we'll probably check in on that next week. Yeah, we'll see you then. So, um, thanks for joining us. This has been the Froggy and Friends podcast. I'm Froggy. These are my friends. Please catch us next time at the pond. Subscribe, like, share, tell your friends, whatever you want to do. Anyways, thank you. Bye.
See ya.